In this video, I'm going to teach you how to place windows, and it is in theory just as simple as placing doors, except our building has a little bit more complicated windows going on. So we're going to need a little bit more information here. The first piece of information that I'm going to need is to know the height that these windows are going to be placed at. And then from there, I would need to confirm the width so that we can have an understanding of the overall size because I'm not going to place these windows now. They don't exist. We actually have to make them in a later module. But for right now, I want to create a placeholder of these windows so that once we have the actual window created that we're going to put in here, we can just select the type and swap them out. So a couple pieces of information that we're going to need right now is the width of these windows. And look, there's one on different types on each floor. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the width here is 4 feet 8. And they are the sill height is 2 feet off the ground. So 4 feet 8, and they're 2 feet off the ground. So let's take a look at the floor plan. And we'll go ahead and place these by going to the architecture tab and the window. And I don't think that there's anything even close, but let's just take a look. If we go to load family, we go up one more. We can scroll down to windows. And there's a bunch of really nice windows here, but we could maybe put that one in for now. Okay, so it's going to ask us, same with the doors, how wide we want it. So it was 4 feet 10, right? So that's a big window. That's going to be, let's see, 4 feet 10 is 58 inches. So let's go ahead and we can select this one for now. And we'll hit OK. Okay, next it's going to ask me the sill height, and that's the height above the finished floor that the window is going to be. Right here it says it's 2, but we actually, or right here it says it's 3, but we want it to be 2. Okay, so we're going to hit apply. And let's go ahead and place these. Now, it looks like what we've got here is a little bit larger than what is shown, and that's because the casing is rather large and the window is a little bit small. So, or the glass part is a little bit small. So I'm going to hit escape for right now. I'm going to take a look one more time. And let's go ahead and just see the width of the window, the glass, the glazing is the technical term. Come on, you. So that's a 4 foot window. How large are they here? Aha, so we need a 4 footer. Okay, okay. This one ought to fit a little better. Okay. So you can see here, it's the thicker part here is the window sill, so that faces the inside, and then these windows will open out. So we can copy this, we can paste them multiple times. Whatever you choose to do is fine, but go ahead and make sure you've got windows all around the front. I don't know if we have a side elevation of that other side. Doesn't look like it. So we can go ahead and carry those windows all the way on the bottom. And then let's go ahead on level 3 And we have exterior walls. Let's go ahead and place those same windows on the second floor as well. Okay. So when we get done, what we're going to have to figure out is the height above the finished floor that these need to be. And so let's say, for example, that when you place them, they're not at the exact right height and you need to adjust them just a little bit. So what I'm going to do first is, and again, none of this really matters a whole bunch because we're going to move these things around, but just so that you know how to do it, we want to make sure that we see the various levels here. So let's take a look at this section. So we need to figure out how high above level 3 that second floor window is going to be. So let's go back to the level 1 floor plan. And I'm going to do an elevation view. And I'm going to annotate okay, so 13 feet 6.5 inches above level 2. So let's take a look at that elevation. I'm going to go ahead and place my windows on the second floor too. And you'll see what I'm doing in a second, and then you'll be able to go back and do this on your own. Let's take a look at that elevation here. Okay, so there's our windows. Okay, so we want to make sure that they're 13 feet 6 inches above. So I'm going to go ahead and move them down. Now I can change this dimension. I don't want to overwrite it. But sometimes if you click it just right, it'll let you. It's not going to let me do it right now. That's okay. We'll leave it right there for now. Close enough. Okay, so you can see that the windows themselves are aligned one on top of the other. And literally all we're going to have to do is once we build that windows, we'll just select them. And then instead of the drop down to pick one of these, we'll get to see the window that we created. So go ahead and place your windows. And it shouldn't be anything more complicated than that. Let's see. Nope, they ought to go in just fine. Perfect. And then if you want to see it when you're done, you can hit the 3D view. And you'll see them running along the side right there.